welcome back to our channel. And here I am, face on it, talking on it, just doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. And I thought I'd just get out down the Nene Valley with the camera and take a bit of film of the river. Now the river is currently in flood, not in full flood that I've seen before in years gone by, but in flood enough to put it on strong stream. You can see behind me, if I just stand out the way there a minute, you can see the water running over the gates at Lower Ringsted Lock, which is where I am now at Willie Watts Marina. Normally that's just a very slight trickle over them locks at normal, they gates, sorry, at normal levels, but we've got a bit more water about today. So I just thought I'd nip out and see if I could show you what a River Nene lock looks like when it's reversed. This isn't one of the locks they reverse. There's 4 or 5 locks on the river they reverse. Depending the severity of the flood, they bring a couple more into effect. But we'll go off in a minute and have a look at Wadano Lock, which is going to be reversed, because that's when they always reverse when they do. And I'll show you what it's like. But here's a bit of footage of what it's like around Ringsted. Just took a bit of drone footage of the weirs and it running through by the old mill and one thing and another. Have a little look and you'll see there's a bit of water moving today. So yeah, here we are at Wadano Lock. The lock's reversed, as I said, to discharge the flood water. I'll show you a bit of drone footage that I've just taken in a minute above the lock, and hopefully that'll give you a better idea of what they do to the locks to help discharge the flood water. To come down river, you would come this way. You wouldn't want to do it today. Pick that flow up on there. I don't know if the camera picks it up that well, but it is going well. Let me just get down there a little bit. See that now flowing across there a bit better. I've been here before in the past, like I say, in more severe floods, and yeah, it's completely over the bank here. I mean, it makes a difference when they do reverse the lock, because it actually drops the level a little bit, but obviously increases the flow. But yeah, it's flowing through here well today. So you always find that the level is always higher in the middle of the river. They get discharge it from Northampton a bit quicker as they can, really. They can hold a certain level back. They've got the flood scheme up there, the barrage as we call it, and they can discharge it slowly, but they like to get that discharge as much as possible, because who knows what more rain is there to come. And if more rain comes and they've held too much back, which is what happened in '98, I think, they just can't get rid of it quick enough. So you'll always find the middle level, the middle section of the Nene here, which is sort of Wellingborough down to Yarwell-ish and down there, always has the bulk of the water in it, really, in a flood. And as soon as it's cleared through from above, it quickly clears through there. So yeah, there's a lot goes into the Nene flood management scheme, but they do a good job overall. Boaters moan, I've moaned myself many a time that it's on flood far too long, and sometimes it is, but this time of year you don't know when the next bit of wet's coming. The ground's saturated and it doesn't take much. Put a bit of drone footage up, so have a look at the drone footage. Hopefully that gives you a better idea of what they do with the locks when the river levels are high and they need to discharge the flood water. They chain the motor gates open and then they raise the guillotine gate just enough to control the flow. They don't want to send too much down. They've got to control the water levels below, obviously below here, as well as reduce the levels from above here. So it's a bit of a managed system. A lot of them are automated sensors now, but they manually, when they've got the locks reversed like this, as they call it, they do manually visit them, the EA flood defence team, every morning and every evening, and adjust the height of the guillotine as required. And here we are at Fotheringhay Road Bridge in Fotheringhay Village, just a bit lower down the river than Oundle. And as you can see behind me, that arch there in the middle of the shot now is actually the navigable arch. The level sensor, which is just to the side of the archway there, is 1.6 metres, I believe it reads. Now I know my boat's 1.85 on a good day, so you ain't getting through there today. And if you have a look at the drone footage and the flow that goes through this bridge right now, you wouldn't want to go through there even if there was enough of an air draft. I mean, downstream you'd probably get washed through it with little control, and upstream, well, I doubt if you push against it, to be honest with you. Every time you've got your nose of your boat into the narrow bridge hole, you'd be struggling to push against that. But I thought I'd show you. I'm going to nip off now and have a look at Yarwell, see what Yarwell's like. That's another lock that they do reverse, and there's plenty of moorings there as well, Yarwell Mill Caravan Park and moorings. So let's go and have a look there and see what the river's doing there, shall we? So this is Yarwell Lock, a bit further south to where I was just now at Fotheringhay Bridge. This is the lock mooring below the lock, and you can see the water that's coming through there. Like I say, in a severe flood, that guillotine would more or less be raised as it would be in the lock reset position, if that makes sense. We normally leave a riverine lock with the gate all the way up. But that's quite a long way down today, so they've not got that much water discharge. But it creates some turbulence. I mean, fuck, you wouldn't want to be boating today, or anything else near that today, to be honest with you. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. We'll just go and have a look above the lock now and see it flowing up through the gates. And see how the boats are surviving above the locks here as well. We've got a few moored boats here. Yes, there is a water point just here as well. If you're down this way on your boat and you don't want some water, there is a water point here. There was one at Wadenow where I was earlier on as well. Sorry, I didn't show you that. There's a water point there. Fotheringhay Bridge for that matter. Oh yeah, what good am I with water points today? But yeah, just in case you need to know, there's a few water points around. So yeah, Yarwell Lock. So as I've said, we've actually managed to get a bit closer to this one to show you. They chain the mitre gates open and turn the lock in effect into a weir. So you can see the water whipping through here. This is normally where you would enter the lock, heading downstream in your boat. Comes down, like I said, the gates get chained open, literally chained open, that's how they do them. Post on there, if ever you wonder what a post are for, you'd be down here in the summer. You never would have thought this, both sides and the other side. And then they walk through there. They've got the big red X. I don't know if that's picking up on here, we'll get a bit nearer in a minute and have a look. To say that it's closed to navigation for boaters, if you needed telling. There's the weir, you can hear it roaring away in the background. It's just running round the weir there, round the lock there, sorry. Show you where that comes out in a minute below the lock. And yeah, we've caught a bit of debris here today, as always. And that is a good close-up look on what a reverse lock looks like. You can see that there, that's the side stream I just showed you. The weir runs round the side of the lock, and it normally runs out round that archway. Well, it does run out the archway. Normally got a big archway there, you can just see the top of it today. That's because the levels are right up. Yeah, there's a lot of turbulence below a lock, and like I say, this is calm. This isn't a full-on flood. I've seen a lot worse. I hope you like what you've seen. If you do, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. This helps us to make more videos and for YouTube to share them so people get to see them. And don't forget to click the little bell icon. That notifies you when we've uploaded a new video. Please comment below. Any comments you've got, I will answer. And I love your feedback. So until the next time, thank you very much.